Got a higher body count than yours.
Well, should I add this to your body count?
smokers sounds grow. Variety show where reality bends. Pour another round, watch the shadows sway. In the haze of smoke we lose the gray. Heavily drinking, heavily smoking, we know this is paradise at the Grow Variety Show. Sparkle bright, pouring in the liquid gold till the morning light. In the haze of green light feels so right. Heavily drinking, heavenly smoking so high. In the silent whispers of the fallen ash, time stands still in this lightning flash. Glowing dreams like vines in the glow, crafting legends at the Grow Variety Show. Raise your glass high, feel the bass thump. In the smoky realm, let your heart jump. Heavily drinking, heavenly smoking, yeah, we flow in this green utopia where the good vibes. Grow vibes grow. Grow vibes grow. Grow vibes grow. Grow vibes grow.
Pour that drinking like that flame. In a foggy cloud, no need for shame. Sipping slow and taking it high underneath this mango sky. Pass the bottle down the line. Smoke so sweet, it's simply divine. Laughter's echo on the breeze, moving through these coconut trees. Heavily drinking, heavily smoking, living life without a token. In this garden where we'll play for the Grow Variety Show today. Today. Cool the fire and fuel your dreams. In this life, it's what it seems. A moment long and endless nights where the vibes are always right.
My bad.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Don't be such a square. Everybody who's anybody drinks.
Smoke herb to the haze, smoke haze to the cheese, smoke cheese to the kush, smoke kush to the sour diesel, and I ain't feeling anything. Chief, I smoke herb to the haze.
How are we supposed to follow that?
To the cheese, smoke cheese to the kush, smoke kush to the sour diesel.
My dog stepped on a bee.
And I ain't feeling Chief, I smoke herb to the haze, smoke haze to the cheese, smoke cheese to the kush, smoke kush to the sour diesel, and I ain't feeling
Brutal Monkey is right. All the uploading takes hours.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
And now,
Most impressive. YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, everybody. What the hell? There we go. My bad. Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, Kick, everybody. This should be better. Oh, you can't see my dude. Here we go. Still working on the setup. Wild Bill, how you doing? You should be asleep. Yeah, sorry, the delay was about getting the last two videos ready. I was finishing up the Durban Poison video. I didn't work on it all this weekend. I was partying too dang much. I went out to North Carolina for Easter to our family reunion and drank way too much. What the heck is this? I came back with some Maker's Mark. We were killing that. But yeah, sorry, I missed 420 on top of that. I'm like, dang, either I gotta go with the devil or God. So dang, that tore me up. But it was very, oh shoot, that scared my kids. I'm in the garage now, instead of the shed. Kids playing basketball, and I guess someone missed. That scared the crap out of me. Yeah, definitely cheers, Wild Bill. Do I have everything posted up here? Okay, boom. What I'm trying to do now is incorporate Discord into this so we can call in, so you don't have to type. I know a lot of times when I'm watching live streams, I have a big problem wanting to say things, but I don't really feel like getting to my phone trying to type everything out. So wanted to kind of dedicate a little segment towards, you know, calling through the Discord and coming on board. Got you in the chat. Want to get you on the call and get everybody to be more part of the show, basically. Trying to get more energy, trying to get into it, trying to revamp it. Hope everybody's having a great time. Everybody had a great weekend, a great 420. Dang, that's what I forgot to do. Show the progress of the seeds. They're still in the cup. They're still sprouting. They're about that big. I'm still what the heck? Ghost Strain Haze and Durban Poison have popped the seed, but they're really not rooting. The root, taproot has come out the seed, but they really haven't popped the shell or anything yet. So it's a little slow, but I've basically had everything outside. So it's been hot in the daytime and cold at night. So maybe that's what's messing with both of those. But the skunk, the strawberry haze, the chocolate kush, and the Panama red are fine. It's just the other two I'm really struggling with, but I'm expecting a pretty decent season. Now, let me go ahead and cue everything up because I'm going to be BSing and talking too much and missing stuff, and we need to be getting on with the show. I don't want to waste nobody's time. And if you're on Kick, I'm trying to cruise you into the Kino Casino, which I will be watching later. I don't know if it's a way to raid into them, but that's definitely what I'm going to be doing on my Monday. So let me see here. Yeah, let me go ahead. I was talking trash. Let me get the video queued up. Boom. And like I said, I had a pretty decent weekend. Really, the family reunion really ended up being at the hotel in the back. We were drinking it up for hours, like probably till like 1, 2 in the morning. I think Friday night and Saturday night, and drove back last night. But geez, I had about 20 or 30 of my cousins out there, all drinking, smoking. They into the hookah, which I'm really not that into. All right, boom, I'll go to this first. And I'm gonna try and give you a little premiere. All right, cool. So yeah, this is basically I'm gonna clip this part of the video out and basically throw it on YouTube. It's in the live chat on the Sauced Up Monday, not Sunday. Y'all get to see a little bit for yourself. So cheers, fired up. Oh yeah, where's my bingo board? I don't got my bingo board up. That's something I wanted to incorporate as well. I hope I didn't get rid of that. No, I didn't. Yeah, I definitely want to incorporate this into the show. Every Sauced Up Sunday, well, on this Sauced Up Monday, I also want to add, it's not text. What the heck is that crap? Image. Thank you. I want to add a little drinking into this. Make it a little more exciting. There we go. Part 1. And I guess I'm going to slam that over here somewhere. There we go. I hope that's pretty decent. And now let me, I'll incorporate that into the next part, but I want to throw that up in there too. Anytime it's, I do anything on this little bingo card, I gotta finish the beer, man. I think that adds something to the show. Some more production value. I think that'll do it for us. Everybody on Rumble, thank you. Everybody on Twitch, thank you. Wild Bill, YouTube, thank you. Everybody watching live recorded, thank you. To Kick, thank you. And of course, who's hosting this, Rumble and Rumble Studios. Thank you very much. So got the video queued up. Let's go ahead and get it ready. This is the Durban Poison. I didn't go to the old school genetics. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and get this straight for you. We're still going to go into nice little fade into our video. We're still going to go into the video.
I wish I had the.
Now this, since everybody, I'm gonna give people a little bit of time to come in here. I'm gonna go into the Durban Poison first. Do a little switch from 1 to 2. I was going through the old school genetics, and which seems to be a topic, a reoccurring topic, a running topic that comes up on the show all the time. We've been talking about Pakistani genetics, Panama Reds, Panama genetics, Brazilian genetics, Chinese genetics came up, I believe, last week. We're not sure of the province or anything, but still, like Thai genetics have been coming up, Vietnamese, Cambodian. So I went and looked at some older land race, less bred genetics, and you can kind of look at it and see the little watermark of the company or whatever, and do what you will. But I'm gonna give everybody a little time to come in and kind of see what's out there. Indian genetics, like a lot of the things, I always talk about the hippie trail. And I guess that's where the topic of all these genetics come from for the most part. I don't seem to see the same enthusiasm for the hippie trail that I have, but I'm sure that there is a lot of connection points, and I guess that's why I hold it in such a stand. It just seems amazing to me to like just go through basically all of Asia with pretty much your wits and the little stuff you got in your backpack. That seems amazing to me. So we're going to go into, to tie that into the hippie trail, I guess around that time was just a hunt for different cannabis genetics. Ended up being that someone found some fast flowering sativas in South Africa, actually the port city of Durban. So this is the legacy or origin of Durban Poison. There's caffeine in cannabis form. Durban Poison is a cannabis strand that is familiar to many. Beloved for a skunky smell and clear-headed high, Durban Poison is a classic choice, if you can find it. So the reason it's set up like that with the music, I was trying to do this unsolved mystery style. It was taking a little longer than I wanted to, and I just wanted to get it done, but you'll get the feel of it. Durban poison is a land-raised strain of cannabis that is native to South Africa. It was brought to the attention of the wider cannabis community by Ed Rosenthal, Mel Frank, and Sam the Skunkman. It is believed that cannabis origins trace its steps in Central Africa, specifically to present-day Mongolia and southern Siberia. And this time, via trade and migration, cannabis spread to many other parts of the world. As a result of this early travel, the cannabis that cultivators grew adapted to the new geographic conditions, leading to Durban poison and other land-raised strains we know today. That color. Longtime members of the cannabis community might have heard of the hippie trail, where many of the cannabis seeds that we know today were gathered and collected. Nice. But now, hippie as a trail. result of increasing governmental... There we go, hippie trail. And I mean, like I also said, the Silk Road. So from top to bottom, basically was the hippie trail. That's the way it was traveled. Basically from Europe, from England, the UK, American and I guess European travelers would travel through Germany, different small cities, major cities, and some, I guess when it all got full booming, it would make it all the way to Thailand, Bangkok, perhaps. But I think India, Pakistan, Afghanistan was like the original version, like the earlier years of the hippie trail's ending point. But through this is where a lot of genetics came from. A lot of our Afghanis, our Hindus, our Pakistani, a lot of the things we know today are derived from the people who took this pilgrimage. Now, the hippie trail, like I said, is from top to bottom. The Silk Road actually started in China. Basically, traveling and selling Chinese goods, their silk goods, their pottery, so on and so forth, and worked its way over into England. 20 centuries later, we basically make the reverse in the hunt for cannabis seeds and, I guess, spiritual enlightenment, as they would say. Mysticism. Now, as a result of increasing governmental pressure towards cannabis, experimentation, hybridization, and the transfers of these land-based strains into wildly different environments from their origins, YouTube's hard on the entirety of the cannabis landscape has been transformed. Many land-based strains are threatened with potential extinction. Unfortunately, few protection exists for those heirloom species, so tracking their progress, lineage, and history is a concern. Durban poison's South African origin is significant
High body count in yarn.
Where?
What? And use. Not that Cannabis time, has long been grown in South Africa for centuries, with indigenous tribes using the plant for medicinal and spiritual purposes. In the 19th century, cannabis was introduced to the country's Indian population, who brought with them their other methods of cultivation and use. Today, cannabis is widely used in South Africa, with many communities growing their own strains for personal use. Durban poison's journey from South Africa to the rest of the world began in the 1970s. Legend has it from famous cultivator and cannabis writer Ed Rosenthal discovering the strain on a trip to South Africa with new genetics.
I wish I had the original Durban poison. I mean, that went to Amsterdam and became something entirely different. Not entirely different, but quite different. But the first one that I had, the one that I really liked, actually I just lost it. It never went to Amsterdam. What went to Amsterdam, I had two different lines of the Durban. I had an A and a B.
Lost it.
The A happened to be the one that I liked the most. It had a real licorice flavor. It had purple stigmas, which you just don't see. You know? Purple with some of them with lavender. That I wish I had. You know, what you have now is a much more commercial kind of rendition of what went to Amsterdam.
Are you getting the Unsolved Mysteries vibe of this?
Problem was that I made a mistake. It's really embarrassing, but I gave Skunk Me and Sam Afghani one, and I gave him the Durban, the B line, but the B line had a little bit of hermaphroditism in it, and I didn't realize it when I gave it to him at the time, and I didn't find this out until many years later when he told me he had to work with it get rid of their hermaphroditism, right? So that was part of what changed that line a lot.
Ed was particularly drawn to Durban Poison's relatively fast flowering time. Remember, this was long before auto flowers and fast flowering strains of today.
Like all strain hunters.
Ed got his hands on some Durban Poison seeds, which he later shared with growers of other cannabis enthusiasts, including Sam the Skunkman. Soon after, many Dutch seed banks and coffee shops began selling Durban Poison.
Yeah, this is greenhouse seeds, I believe.
Grown and consumed by cannabis enthusiasts all around the world. Durban Poison's status as a landrace strand means it has remained unchanged for centuries. This makes it a rare and unique strand that is highly valued by cannabis enthusiasts. Landrace strands are important because they represent the original genetic makeup of a particular strand.
To do the highlight.
They have adapted to their local environment over centuries, developing unique characteristics and qualities that cannot be found in strands that have not been crossbred with others. When growing Durban Poison, it is essential to source seeds from a reputable supplier to ensure the purity of the strand and to preserve its unique genetics. In the late 1970s, High Times columnist and cannabis activist Ed Rosenthal traveled to South Africa on a quest to discover new cannabis genetics. While visiting the coastal city of Durban, Rosenthal learned of a cultivar with a flowering time of about 60 days, which at that time was remarkably fast.
Yeah, that is fast.
After acquiring the seeds, Rosenthal shared information about the new cultivar, which soon came to be called Durban Poison, with botanist Mel Frank. Frank then shared his Durban Poison cultivars with Sam Skunkman, an Amsterdam-based cannabis grower and enthusiast.
But it's a heavier yielder now. It's not as sativa-like as it was when I first got it, but it was the most unusual plant that I would say, variety that I grew. I've seen individuals that were pretty spectacular, but as a variety, it was just very different from anything else. The main thing was is what a short season it was. You know, I grew that. You were harvesting it here in Oakland in September, and when I brought it to New York,
organic genetics, basically.
This is about 60 miles from New York City. We were harvesting some of that in August. It was that early.
Durban Poison is a pure sativa with a sweet, piney smell. The heavy presence of limonene terpenes in Durban Poison lead to a citrusy aftertaste.
Oh, yeah.
Durban Poison's buds are known to be chunky and round, with a thick layering of trichomes and a larger than average resin glands upon harvest.
Okay.
Durban Poison has a fairly high level of THC, with an average range of about 15% and a maximum around 24%. In contrast, Durban Poison has a CV level that is rarely low at 0.02%.
Oh man, I didn't know.
Durban Poison is often called the coffee or even espresso of cannabis.
Jeez.
Its cultivar ideally suited for when you like to feel high, yet also work and engage with other productive activities. The medicinal symptoms that tend to respond best to Durban Poison are nausea, pain, migraines, stress, and depression. Anyone needing a boost of energy, creativity, social ability, or work-related efficiency might want to consider giving Durban Poison a try.
It's making my mouth water.
So, in being from the East originally, my whole thing with breeding when I came out here was to develop cultivars that could mature back east before the terrible weather came in, right? Because the people I knew who grew back there, they were basically growing leaf or really crappy Mexican that had some flowers, right? I saw a situation out there where I went back. I already had hybrids, F1s of things like Afghani and Congolese, Afghani and Nigerian, Afghani and Durban and so forth. But I went back and I took those sativa crosses and I back crossed them again to Afghani to try to make sure that we got the shortness of Afghani in there. And they did fantastic out there. I mean, those people couldn't believe how strong that pot was. They had never experienced anything like it in their lives.
There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was decent. Yeah, I say I gotta do a little bit of editing with some of the voiceover in it. I stumbled. It was 2 edits I didn't get, but like I said, I basically it probably takes an hour to do like a minute or minute and a half of video with the audio and getting the footage and all that crap correct, getting the images you want. So I had about 4 minutes done, but I still had to do another 2 minutes, and I had 4 hours before the stream started, so my bad. It was raw, but you got to see it first. And I hope you enjoyed it. I noticed I didn't do that last image black and white either, so I actually kind of liked it not black and white, just so you could see that it was, you know, really in color originally, and I edited it to change it that color. But it starts to bring it kind of home into modern day, I felt, when it ended on that note, his little final remarks. I felt that he brought it in the present day, and now it's in our hands. That's how I kind of looked at it. So I like that touch, even though that is an actual editing mistake I would have made. And I probably wouldn't have turned it into color. So I'm glad that I did leave it alone. I'm glad it worked out that way. But that was the legacy or origin of Durban Poison, and I cut out the little intro for it. I figured things need to be a little more speedier nowadays. Stick with a new formula, even if it's wrong or right. Let's do something different. Let's change. Try and make it a little more exciting, make it a little more revamped. I'm gonna get the next video set up. Like I said, I switched 1 and 2. So now we just did number 2. So now let me cue up number 1 so we can go ahead and check out these old school genetics. I think everybody's had enough time to get up in here. So we should be fine with that. Get the video. Boom. Thank you very much. Sorry that y'all had to wait. What was that, like 9, 7 minutes, whatever. And I'm disappointed because I actually wanted to kind of, you know, what I got the little intro that's random, like a robot's putting it on. Then I had a one with the little music, the Grow Variety Show. I enjoyed that one. And then I got the actual intro to the show. That's something you really like. And shoot, I lost my train of thought. And I was using all of that to try and buy me some time while the video I had edited rendered. This was the second part. This is kind of what dragged on the last 3 minutes of it. Luckily, this video is probably only about 40 seconds, to be honest. What did I label it again? I don't even know what end on a good note is going to be, but I figured I knew I had these 2 videos in the hip, so I could just flow from it and carry it the rest, because I'm the... Shoot. I just cracked that beer. Never mind, let me shut my mouth. Don't start the video right now. I just wanted to cue you up. Okay. Sorry, that's why you can see the little computer in the screen, and the reason I'm using the back of the Frosted Flakes is so I make sure all my hotkeys are memorized, so it's easier for me to just switch scenes. And oh yeah, while we was watching Durban Poison, finished beer number 1, so body count number 1 is true. So
got a higher body count than yours.
Well, should I add this to your body count?
And I did grab a hammer. I'm gonna spare you for this one. I got a whole 6-pack of these. You're gonna get a Gatling gun full of them. Throw a caller from your meal. I'm gonna be doing it all kind of aerial ways in my face and just getting my beers open and going rampage mode. And like I said, I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I hope everybody's having a great time right now. I'm going to cruise us into the evening, trying to test the waters out and see how Monday is. I actually wanted to kind of start streaming Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Sunday's already in place. I enjoy that nice early stream. Got my little posse to come in there. Everybody mingles. It's a nice time in there on the YouTube side, I feel. I love Sauced Up Sundays. I felt so bad not being able to do it this Sunday. But I mean, it was 3 the hard way. I'd have to do Easter, celebrate 420 with my wife, and then stream with y'all. I was in, the Wi-Fi was really why I didn't stream. I could have used my phone. I thought about that. But it would have been kind of hard with no presentation. You can't see no effect, not even the background. I'm not talking about that, but seeing the videos or having the articles to be shown to you. I just really would be reading from like another tablet, and it wouldn't be the same. So I didn't want to disappoint with the poor quality of the stream. I know this is at least cool to have one in the background or whatever. So I at least wanted to give you that much effort. Even if I don't give you my best, I'm gonna give you something so you can enjoy yourself and, you know, talk amongst yourself if you need to. But I'm glad y'all all came out. Kick, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch. I have the next video queued up where we're going to look at some old school genetics. We were talking about the hippie trail. Some of these strains is right next door to us, and some of these strains were cultivated and perfected to our climate around that time, and that was something Mel Frank and Sam Skunkman were huge proponents of. I feel a little bit different since I got the comment from Sam Skunkman's wife, Dave Watson's wife, and I wanted to put his image up, but I was like, now I feel like I'm exploiting him at this point because we did the like 2 weeks of Soul Stuff Sunday featuring him. I did the cultivators that died within the last 6 years. He was in that. So I'm not trying to cash grab anybody, but thank you, Sam, and I'm actually trying to grow your genetics now. I know you can hear me up there. One of these days I'm coming to join you. Oh, my bad. One of these days I'm coming to join you in sweet cannabis heaven. But he is the reason that I'm able to grow the skunk this year, the original haze and the Colombian last year, how I'm able to grow the, besides skunk, what else do I got? This from Authentic Genetics, because Mel Frank is a part of, with Ty McCormick, part of Authentic Genetics. We were talking about ACs, that's another one. So a couple people going to be featured up in this. Let's just get into it, shall we? Let's get into the featured topic. Where we at, baby? Do I have this fast stream? No, I don't. Dang. Hey. Where's all my stuff?
And now.
No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. I see. That was a nice little mix there, dude. And now. So, boom. This was the trash I was talking. I said something about Authentic Genetics, so here we go. This is a sample right here. The original skunk and the authentic sweet skunk, which I think was more of the direction of what skunk is now. Apparently skunk 1 is Sam Skunkman, admittedly kind of known breeding the skunk out of it because you could smell it within a half mile radius. It's just a police magnet. So he was specifically trying to breed out that skunky phenol. I think it's an ester or phenol is what actually it is. And we end up with the more citrus smell. But the structure is what's the amazing part of Skunk 1. So he's got that. And then also the sweeter version that he ended up with later as he continued to breed. We'll keep going. Boom. We got the original haze purple phenotype. And I've actually been, the label says I've been growing the purple phenotype, but I haven't seen really any purple in it. Now, I know it has been cold enough because the dieselberry turned purple and some of the chocolate kush that we grew actually turned purple. So I don't know what the deal was with the original haze. Now, maybe perhaps because the purple that I was getting from the Dieselberry because it was in the front, more the wind tunnel of the backyard. The same thing with the chocolate kush, and the original haze purple phenotype was pushed more to the back of the garage, where it's not as much in the wind tunnel, and maybe somehow the stone was collecting heat and bouncing it off. Like, who knows what scientifically was going on, or I just got the wrong seeds, or I just didn't get it with that one. But either way, we saw that the plant did get about 10, 12, who knows, feet tall, so tall that it tipped over, and it was still taller than me. And we got the Steve Murphy Best Afghani. Now that is, like, all of this is beautiful breeding stock, and that's the portion of really going into land race, whether you enjoy the pure land race itself or find something in it that you want to use to transfer to something else, whether it's structure, flavor, color, flowering time, seed production, color, flavor. This is excellent for that. Hey, boy, homie. If I say what my jams are, no. We're not about to listen to these jams again. No. No, you're not about to do it again. I said music, baby. And it put me to the video and try to keep me on that. No. We about to do something, and we about to get it super crunked up. Well, maybe not super crunked up, because for some reason that playlist don't play. But we about to get it crunked up with this one. Low energy but high energy at the same time. So that's more what I'm looking for this presentation. We about to do it the right way. I got my Captain America on, you know what I mean? Drink like a superhero, baby. And I'm a super soldier. So now we got that going. All right, so now back to the presentation. Get the video popping. Panama Red. Now, when I got the seeds that I got, I was hoping to get this when I purchased them. Now, the color is really nice. Like, definitely, I'm going for that color. But more than that, it's the description of it. It's like it's a strawberry flavor. I'm desperate to get a strawberry flavor. That's the hint of the strawberry haze. I had strawberry? It was just plain strawberry last year, but the snails was just on it. And out of the 3 seeds that I purchased, which I only pretty much get 3 at a time, I can make it off of 1. If, usually it got, about 80% germination rate. I definitely get the seeds to pop. I'm pretty, like 50% at cloning, 40% at cloning, but only get 3 seeds, and only three of them died for the strawberry last year. I had Panama. That died from the snail, so I don't know what was on it, but this year, we're gonna try again. Now, even if it doesn't get this color, who cares? I'm going for like a spicy flavor, like something very unique I haven't had before. As far as it's been in the past couple years and whatnot, I can pretty much tell you like the strains that I really enjoyed. I think I went through that last week. Like everything that I got from the dispensary that actually stood out. Like I can remember it offhand because it's been so rare that something really piques my interest. Like none of the hazes have really disappointed, whether it's been Ghost Train or Original, Purple. The Octane Haze that I've been growing. Thank you. That's what I gotta freaking pop. I gotta pop a Heavenly Haze so I can go through the torture that y'all went through. And 16-week plus flying time. So I'll be harvesting in the snow again. And this time I'll need boots. That's payback, mother. Oh, yeah, okay, that's it. Drink 1 is the body count. Drink 2 is the chicks. And then so on and so forth. And I got about 4. I got a couple new chick ones. Actually, I forgot about that. I got some new chick clips that's drinking, chugging beer. So when I hit the body count, with the Panama Red right here, I'm hoping to get something like that this year. So what else we got here? Oh, the Congo. So the Congolese. Now I have no real experience with African strains at all. I'm pretty sure I got some Durban poison from the dispensary. I know I got some Maui Wowie, but it might have been some shake or something like that. I can't remember actually crushing no flower or Durban poison. I remember lamb's bread, but I'm sure I've had Durban poison, and because it was from the dispensary, it probably wasn't a real good representation of it. I want the stuff that the Chon had in the wash, like, you know, I had a little baggie like this. I was on the moped for 3 days. So Congolese, like any African strain, Congo, I'm sure that's like spicy. That's like, I guess there's a portion where it's like goes to flour from Europe to Asia to Africa. It goes from flour to hash and back to flour. Once you start to get to the lower portion, I guess it's hence Durban poison. But Congolese, I guess that'd be like Middle Africa. That's interesting to me what that would be. Is that top Africa, Middle Africa? I'm sure that it's a very hardy plant. That's what I'm really interested in with that. So let's see what's Copacabana. I thought that was just a place on the song. I didn't know it was a strain. But or South American. Is that Central American or South American? But either way, to me, that's really a hardly tapped resource. Central America, yes. South America, all I really ever had is Colombian that I'm aware of. So let's see. What about y'all? I know we've seen half of these already. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Having heart problems. Oh, I said heart problem. Heartburn. My bad, I'm not going downstream. I'm trying not to fall asleep on stream. The past 2-3 months, most of the streamers out like 3 or 4 of the streamers that I watch are falling asleep on stream. They was drinking liquor though, but still I don't want to count myself out. I definitely don't want to count myself out. I don't need juice no more. Sorry, I was listening to some calming music to get me through the stream. So I usually have something to kind of distract me and I guess get the pure me when I'm on video, because I'm not holding back. The whole back is concentrating on listening to this. So you're getting the pure when it's coming out on film. So actually let me put both in and that'll probably help and substitute. There we go, that did the trick. And that's much better than the big giant headphones. Kyle, how you doing? Cheers. Welcome to Sauced Up Monday, but it should have been Sauced Up Sunday. But thank you for coming in. We are in the middle of Old School Genetics presentation, and I'm not allowed to promote any kind of seed selling, but I'm sure you can see the watermarks on these things and help yourself out. So far, everything's been going good. YouTube hasn't tried to strike me down. So we went through Authentic Genetics, and they had Skunk 1, Island Sweet Skunk, Old School Haze, Purple Phenotype, and Colombian, which I believe I said old school haze. I mean original haze. I'm sorry. The like haze that all the hazes is based off of. It's that. And purple phenotype original haze as well as Colombian. And the Colombian, a Mexican, and an Afghani is what made the original haze. So that's like one of the pieces into that. Then we went into the Panama Red. The one we saw in particular had pink on it and was talking about purple flavors. We were just looking at Congolese and what the hell was the other one? I can't see because I got the chat up. Oh, Copacabana, which I was saying, yeah, South American. For me, South American genetics is barely tapped. I've only had Colombian weed before. I know I grew some last year, and I grew the original haze last year, but I never had any anything else really. I guess besides Mexican brickweed, which would be Central America. I might have had some Panama, but I really doubt it. And I'm very unfamiliar with African genetics in the same way. So these really intrigue me, but the thing is it's got pounds on the price, and that's the I don't know about that. I don't know nothing about that. Oh, count me out. You got to count me out. You got to count me out. Look at that, the Panama Red. There we go. I was talking about it. You actually get to see it for yourself. And they were talking about strawberry flavors for it. So I actually purchased some Panama Red seeds when I saw this, hoping that like maybe I can get a piece of something like that. I know they have a specific, I guess, what cultivar phenotype that's giving them that effect. Or is that just the generic picture for Panama Red? I don't know. Sometimes you do get caught up in those. Because I notice no matter where you get purple haze from, they got the same like purple, like totally enhanced and what you call it? Photoshop picture for the purple haze. So I'm not really sure, but I was hoping to get either the pink color from the Panama that I'm growing this year or the strawberry flavor from the Panama that I'm growing this year. But then we got Malawi. Now that's another one with the Congolese, the Malawi. That's like another one I've heard of that I know nothing about. I have no experience with that, and I actually think they have like a different curing technique where it's like done in a bag and it like kind of gels together and turns into like a taffy stick. And you smoke your cannabis like that, baby. Boom. I want to try it, but I'm so scared. What the heck is this? I wasn't ready for that. That's too crunk for me. That's way too crunk. No, don't turn up the bass. Oh, that's too crunk for me. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Oh my goodness, that hurt my feelings. Don't do it, please. I know what this is. I'd rather take that. A oldie but goodie. Please get it stopped. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Let me just crank it down a little bit. Okay. That made me feel better. That was a bit too much for me. But the Malawi gold, like anything with the gold, like Acapulco gold, that's something I grew. And no bull. It don't last. I didn't get it the last tours when I harvested it, but yeah, about week 4, about week 5, week 6. Yeah, you can look at the trichomes and see this like little gold wire going through it. I was like, oh shoot, they weren't BSing. It is gold. I'm like, how you gonna make gold? Oh, they made gold. They weren't BSing. Oh, it's gold. It definitely looked metal in that mofo. So unfortunately, what I grew was super silver haze, didn't do silver, which I figure might actually be easier to accomplish. But I'm sure it's very like spicy. That seems to be what I always hear about these African strains. Very spicy. I'm sure it's very heady, very uplifting, very sativa, energetic, you know, social, all that good stuff. Like, look at these three. I'm envious that I am not growing these three. Oh, the Hindu Kush. I mean, come on. I think I got a little something on it. Yeah, at the end of this video, I think I have a little article on the Hindu Kush to kind of explain what the Hindu Kush even is. But that's like the region of the like Nepalese temple balls and like some serious hash, the stuff Frenchie was talking about. And that was on last Sunday. We were showing that on the show. So let me get back into the video. Let me keep the chat. Yeah, well, yeah, let me play a video and then I got to pop the chat up because I got it in a weird way. So we anywhere close to having to check anything. No, I didn't say anything too dangerous. I just been focused primarily on the video. Oh man, I'm missing it. So boom, these other genetics right here. This was the Pakistani Valley. And you can kind of, you know, look at the watermark and do what you will with it. And interestingly enough, I think of that whole Afghani, Indian, Central Asian region as more of a indica type cannabis. But the Pakistanis seem to have a lot of different sativa varieties. And you kind of take from what you want, especially the stuff on the side. The Chimera, like Qatar weed. If it's not this one, the next one, like the Kashmir, like stuff from India, Turkey. It was. I'd be very interested to try a lot of this stuff. That's the main thing. You know, just to try it out. And man, I'm sure you come up with a win out of one of these just on a random. So it's so sad you really can't, like nowadays, travel yourself and go get this. I guess that's the other thing I think about with the hippie trail. Like, I'd get my head chopped off. I went to go try and do what these people did, what, 60 years ago at this point? 60, 70 years ago? Yeah, no way. No way, no how. But yeah, I try to keep the raw screenshots that I got off of my phone just so you can do what you will with the information, because I can't promote this. They'll take your videos down. That's how I got my channel strike. Bong. So this is talking about the Hindu Kush right here. Alright. So yeah, North Pakistan. Okay. So that's where Hindu Kush comes from, okay? Because I wasn't really sure. Like even some Tibet stuff, they got weed everywhere. And what the protecting is from UV most of the time is like resin. Most of the time that it's there, it does have some sort of potency. It is like more what, like outbreeding, I guess. You take the seeds and the best stuff that you had the last year, plant those, like breed with the best plants, I guess all the best plants you had last year. And it's a general crop steering, not a specific crop steering. But you're working with some good stuff is my point. And with like purple tide, things like that. Do I got purple tide here? Let's see. The video is about to be over. I can see from like the little meter right here. Okay, now I just explained the purple tide. Okay, dumb me. Dumb me. I'm having a darnest. Okay. Well, no one, I just burnt the crap right there. I made it run. Oh, that thing is my jammy jam. Nice mellow, nice cool. Chill out, smoke weed on Sunday, well, Monday type. Sunday morning, Monday evening, same difference. And just enjoy yourself. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, I got my beers cracked. I'm loosed up. Got my little blunts ready. Got my, oh, I said blunts. That's how long I did it for. Got my J's ready. J's was blasphemy. I must be feeling good. Like my old self. It's like I had two different lives. My little city life and my relaxed suburban life. And I just reverted back. Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. Sparking it up. This is Colombian, as a matter of fact. We were just talking about old school genetics or land race genetics, pure genetics. We saw authentic genetics. Enjoying myself. Smoking weed for my health. Because health is wealth. Chill. Relax. Ill. Out. Hit a stout. What is saying that? This is more of a Hallis. But what the Hallis I'm going to do? I'm looking for my next brew. And party with you. Do my thing. Lie woo woo. Ah, nice. I feel great. Thank you all for being. Oh no! Thank everyone for being here. That's on the freaking bingo card. I know for a fact. I was trying to do everything I could possibly think of that I know I say all the freaking time just to put myself in the corner, back myself up into a corner. And where is it? Thank you, chat. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Because I wanted to say this earlier. This is the greatest stream on Sunday, 10 o'clock. Boom. So now I got to finish my beer, which is not that bad this time. Huh. And now I'm looking for my hammer. Okay, yeah, this is my jammy jam. I actually kind of like this place a little something. Let's change the body count up real quick. Thank you, baby. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. There we go. Nice little pretties. My second beer, body counted 2. Just for you. For you. Oh, no, 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 no. I need something. I need Mir. Where you at? Don't cheat me. Where's Mir at?
You alright?
Hammer? Hammer?
Yeah, we can tell you're hammered. It's pretty obvious.
I'm still worthy. Still worthy to drink. Oh man, you done. It's like what was the exploding cigar? That's what this joint looked like at this point. Trying to fire up a brand new one. Okay, hold on. This is only J number 2. I usually roll 3 for the show, so I guess that's what, 3rd J. And the 4th beer, the fourth beer is the record. I've rarely tapped, I think twice this season. We've tapped it. The 4 beers. So cheers. Especially everyone out there on YouTube. Thank you so much. Missing sleep for it. That's dedication. So yeah, if there's anything that you I like I said, I still have some seeds. Anything you want, you're more than welcome to, and especially this year with the clones I'm going to take from everything. Let's go through the list again. The Skunk One, Panama Red, Chocolate Kush, Durban Poison, Ghost Train Haze. I'm missing something, man. Chocolate Kush. Okay, boom. Then I gotta do a Heavenly Haze. I probably gotta sprout like 3-4 seeds just to make sure I'm going to get one female at least to kind of test it out. But usually when you do 3, you'll get like 2 females, 1 male. That seems to be the luck that I get, the ratio that I get. But it's gonna be on and popping out there, and I'm gonna make sure the plants is hardy enough when I transfer them that no bugs is gonna bother anything. Eat away at it, wither it down and melt it down like molten lava or Superman's eye beam, or it's concussion blast. Not lava. It's not heat. But Superman's eye beam will burn down my plants, and I just come back and there's no green. It's just this translucent stem standing up with nothing on it. And it ain't just the weed. That'll happen with my vegetative plants too. Like none of the melon seeds really make it just for that fact. Like slugs seem to be a problem, but I think I figured out a way to amend that this year, and I'm on it, and we're gonna document everything. So where we at right now? Let's see. Okay, well, all right, so we are going to queue up the next video, which this should be good. What the hell did I even say I was going to talk about? All the Discord calls. Boom. So I got to throw the Discord link up in the chat. That's what it is. All right, what are we even doing here? Here we go. I'm on Discord. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to make, how did I even get this? Oh, probably general. That's why I pulled it up. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I can get y'all the link. I'm gonna throw that up in the chat. There we go. Oh, that looks great. All right, cool. Got you covered. Now we got the Discord prep set up. Or I guess I could have had it with the full screen. I put this to the small screen crap. That was dumb of me. So yeah, let me go to this. Got the Discord. Let's start a Discord. I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to change it. How am I going to put this up here? I'm going to put this up in the topics. Because we already know we're going to end it on a good note. Oh, no, I didn't have to do that. I'm going to throw it in the chat. That's what I'm going to do. I'm dumb. I don't know why I did that. Because I'm dumb. That's why. No. I can't throw it in this chat. You can't copy and paste the link in this chat. No. Okay. Alright, so I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it on Discord. But I'm gonna throw it in the YouTube chat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to individually go to everything. My fault. I didn't have this really planned out as well as I thought. I feel like a dumbass. This was stupid of me. I didn't think it was gonna be this complicated. I thought once I got everything up on OBS, we'd be good to go. But I didn't even think about how the hell it's gonna be a lot easier for y'all to. It's gonna be a lot easier for y'all to grab the link in the chat than it is for me to display it up here. That's why I was like, why the hell did I just erase all this crap? Because it takes forever to put the numbers up there, especially with all the little hot buttons that I got going on. So that was really dumb of me. I hope that ain't freaking up the, what you call it, connection. The live stream. My bad. I'm kind of getting a little bit better at what you call it, talking and talking and doing, getting to where I need to get to, making that so horrible on you. There we go. And there's so many different. I'm on like 4 different things, so I kind of forget what the hell I'm even doing when I'm doing it. There we go. Now, here we go. For the YouTubeage, this is what? What the hell? So why did you do that then? Okay, because I just put this in the chat. Let me see if I got this correct again, because if not, my dumb butt. Why are you saying that? Okay. Because I'm trying to set it so I don't want to do that. Oh, okay. I think I get this. No, I don't want to turn the camera on. Okay. If I can't get this within like 3 seconds, I'm about to switch and play a video real quick. No, everything's fine. I just need a link. That's all I need. And it seems I didn't plan this out correctly. Last time I did this a little bit easier, but I don't know what the heck is wrong with me now. I don't know what's the question. Everything's fine. I just need a link. Oh, and I did this on a touch screen, so it was a lot faster. Okay, so where is my link? All the streaming stuff seems to be fine. There we go. Alright, cool. That's fine. Now, where's the damn link? I thought I was actually getting somewhere. Okay, no, I already been here. Alright, now we out. Sorry, y'all. I was BSing too hard. Dang, that freaking sucks. So let me cue this video up. Ah, man, that hurt my feelings real bad. I thought it was going to be instant. I've been to this like 3 or 4 times. I thought I remembered exactly how to do it. I see the bids ain't letting me do it, man. I'm sorry. I apologize to you. No, not that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I definitely apologize to y'all for that. We're going to have to get into something decent, I feel. Oh yeah, he gave me a copyright strike. Here we go, where we at? Compost tea, just for y'all. I promised this forever. The last live stream of 300 Grow Variety Show celebration, didn't get it. Oh shoot. No, that's not it. Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually the wrong video. Whoops. That's good to know. That wasn't compost tea. Whoops, my bad. It's gonna be this. Somebody who's older than me. Some advice from an old school cannabis grower. Oh, shoot. Talk about having to adjust the screen. First, I had to adjust it from being too small. Now I got to adjust it from being too large. And I've seen this person before. I forget what his name is. He's pretty decent. I enjoy him from the like 3 or 4 videos I've seen of him. I think he was a pretty cool dude. Let me actually get my other hand involved. Maybe that'll help. Let me help just speed up the process of this. There we go. That looks a little more like the size I was going for. A little bit of chat clipped out. A little bit of video clipped out. A little bit of me clipped out. Everything's fair and even. And love and war and all that good stuff. So, we are about to go. Yeah, I got to rate everybody on Kick to go in the Kingdom Casino. I'm sure they're going to be on by 9. That's about the time I'm planning on getting off of here. Was it that my video was too short? I don't understand what the problem was here. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I got something for this. I almost forgot.
And now.
Was that bad on y'all end? That seemed to really stutter on my end. Trying to get the promo, and I'm sorry I put you through that for that to be happening. What the freak was that? Okay, the Tavis display is out of here. All right, cool. Oh, chugging that shit hurt my stomach. Oh my goodness. Feel like somebody give me an iron claw in the stomach. Ow! Alright, so the video is ready, correct? We in video mode, ain't we? Oh, I didn't say do that. Stop. Oh, okay, I know what I did. I'm sorry. I'm sure you won't mind us using video. You're a fellow grower, right? Yeah, it should be fine.
Welcome back to the potting bench.
He won't copyright strike me. Not like Mendo
guys,
Dope.
if you look around, these are our veg plants for our next cycle. One of the most important things any commercial grower can do if they want to make money is the moment that you harvest a plant, you have another plant ready and you're looking at them. They're almost ready to go in to fill up that space. These are clones that were planted today. I've already topped them, the terminal bud. Now, why would I top the terminal bud? The University of Colorado 5 years ago did a bunch of experiments and they found that the terminal bud is the only branch that has what's pectin in it. What is pectin? Pectin is a hormone that makes that terminal branch that comes up.
Okay. I was calling it like, I knew it was a P, but I was calling it something else. I forgot what the hell I was even calling it, but okay, that's what basically causes plants to Christmas tree. And that is the premise of why low stress train or use the little LST cages. He's even talking about specifically more than that, just cutting the top bud off and it bushing out and making everything be equal. The University of Colorado did a study. Was saying this is interesting. I need to maybe research that and we should go over that.
Have the great big bud on it. And I'm sure you've gone into a lot of grows and seen the one terminal bud that's just stacked up with big buds. If you cut that terminal bud on a little plant and then you do it a few more times, look at this plant, every one of these will have pectin and every one of those will grow big buds. We plant every day.
Are we getting laggy now? What is this, Kick? I don't know.
Water,
shit.
and I'm going to show you. This guy right here is light as a feather. I'm going to water it right now. And how do I know it needs water? See how vibrant these leaves are right here? See how these are just drooping slightly? You see that? See how vibrant these leaves are? They're standing out. This guy definitely needs water. Ideally, we want to veg these to 24 inches high. If we veg these to 24 inches high, we put them in our bud room, which is red-blue LEDs with an occasional checkerboard.
So he's going for like 24 inches, 2 feet, basically high. And that's interesting because at about 12 to 18 inches, I actually want to transfer my plants from the solo cups into the outdoor soil. The soil we've been working on for what the past, going on 6 years now. So we've been working on it seems to be doing what we wanted to do. We have originally tilled the soil 6 years ago. Dug our holes in, our little tent pole holes, our pencil holes into the ground, put pumice sand everywhere we could. Put our cover crops in, our mulch, our IMO. What Korean natural, every little Korean natural farming method we could think of using JMS. What the heck else? Micro-rising, Dino-Myco. To kind of create a living soil as best we could over the vermicompost and actually every season letting the earthworms go into the soil. Now, I'm not saying they stay there because apparently they won't. Hence why you got to keep them in the container. But because they reproduce so much, I have the ability to let them go because I have such a small container to keep them in. They do serve their purpose by digging deep and creating air pockets, tilling the soil naturally through the natural environment. I got the leaves coming down over top over the winter time. Compost, in-place compost we're going to be doing all season. Our paper and coffee compost. So the soil is ready. Just want to make sure the plants are hardy enough. So he's going for 24 inches, 2 feet to basically start flipping it into flower. We end up with, rule of thumb, double the size during flower. So about a 4-foot planted finish. I want to get it out early to get it about 4 feet to put in the flower. So I end up with an 8-9 foot plant.
With a ceramic metal halide, 315. We will expect to get 3 to 6 ounces of sellable hand trim bud per plant. So that's kind of our rule of thumb, what we get. We don't always nail the upper end, but we're usually in the 4 to 5 ounce per plant. If you get 4 ounces of plants and you only have 4 plants per light, that's a pound of light. That's some good growing. Let's wander on in the bud room. So here we go. We have a couple Maui Wowies right here. I actually got the seeds from a friend of mine.
I have some too. I'm scared to grow it.
Lives in Maui, who's been a pot grower for many, many years. And this is a very, very popular pot. If you want to follow me down this way.
Now, okay, this is basically the thing that stopped me from growing it. Let me actually pump the music. I'm going to switch the music first. This is actually what stopped me from wanting to grow the Maui Wowie. I got the seeds, then I started to research a little more into it. And then what actually stopped me from wanting to grow it is there is no regional, like land-raised Hawaiian strain because it is an island. So, there we go. It's a good playlist, actually. I'm happy about this. So really what was being grown there were Colombians or Mexicans, Afghanis on the island of Hawaii, on the islands of Hawaii, on Maui. And it wasn't anything indigenous to them. That's the word I was looking for, indigenous. So, because of that, I was like, well, damn, it's just whatever then. These are the same old crackers. There we go. What's that? These just the same old. Oh, I had the wrong button.
Now, I want to show you, I was talking about the terminal buds. Typically, if you don't cut that terminal bud, this main terminal bud will be a nice big fat one.
Thank you.
But the way we start pruning our plants,
I like his shirt.
These are all act like, see how these are filling out? These all act like
white on black.
buds,
It looks really good.
Every one of them. We also do what's called
We got the netting, I see.
And I can't explain to you how important two-budding is to get big, solid buds. Every plant, just like a person, especially me, only has so much vitality. So that vitality is going to go into the growth of the plant. Well, I want that vitality to go into these buds, is what I want the vitality to do. So what we do is, and it's hard to see, but let me find a spot here. It's pretty thick down there, I'll explain
He
it.
probably topped
Here's
it.
your branch,
Oh, yeah.
your main branch, and here's your branch that comes off.
Okay.
The first two nodes we pick off. When the plants are first start getting their nodes, however big they are, we pick them off, and that puts the vitality towards the buds at the end. By taking those buds off, I guarantee you'll significantly increase the weight of your harvest.
He's talking about a QP, a plant, basically, and that's what I got off the original hay. I mean, OG
we
Kush.
might have 1 ounce of small buds. Everything else is like these buds that you see here. And these are different strains. This is God's gift here. I've probably grown 40 or 50 or 60 different strains. But I'm in this to try and make a buck. So why would I want to grow a strain, no matter how beautiful it is, if it's less than 20% and I get more weight off of another strain? Since we're small, we can take 2 or 3 strains, and we have for 5 years, and we don't have to change. But every month I try and grow something else to see if I can grow a better plant. For example, I've never grown Gorilla Glue before. This is a test plant. See all the terminal buds on this one? See them all? That's from our pruning. See all these terminal buds? If you just look at these plants, these are all terminal buds because we start pruning the plants when they were this big. It really makes a big difference. And if you try it, try a couple test plants of the same species, in the same dirt, in the same size pot, and you'll find out for yourself. And these suckers, in the last little video,
these suckers.
We grow 4 strains.
Oh, shoot, nice.
These
This is 2018? Gee.
They will bounce. See that? They will frickin' bounce. I'm telling you, man. When they're properly cured, they literally are hard as a rock.
I'm sure it's something.
It's this beautiful, beautiful pot. And I don't know if you can see the sticky, but my fingers are sticking together.
It does look good, though. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Nice pot.
There's no debate.
Rob the light guy. This is what he set me up with. This was the top technology 6 years ago. These are red blue spectrum power harvest LEDs, 520 watts. And originally we checkerboarded them with the 315 ceramic metal halides. Technology is really moving fast, and I want to upgrade these with the new Philips 520, 540 watt is what I believe they are. But what's more important is my micromoles on these is going to top out about 900. Now you remember, plants don't see lumens. They don't see brightness. They see par, or another word that they kind of use together, micromoles. The latest ones on the market, I can double my micromoles with the same amount of watts. This is our new bedroom. All the plants that you saw, those plants will be here. They'll start on the bottom ones with a cool white fluorescent.
Oh man, That shit was scaring me. I was like, what the fuck do I have that's got a fucking alarm on this shit? Oh.
Excuse me. Then they make it up to here with my blue spectrum LEDs, and I try and get them up to 24 inches high, and then they exchange into the other room. My 2 extra tables, we have 1 more to put in for where my little clones will go, and my experimental plants, because you got to keep trying different stuff to better yourself. There's a lot of fads on the market. The internet's not helpful. The best resource is someone that's been successful doing what they're doing.
I was going to try and say something, slide something in right quick, but let me zip it. Respect my elders. He ain't lying about that. That's your best source of information from anything, somebody who's in it. Super sidebar, sorry to put y'all through it. When I went to barber school, they promoted, you know, how the way they were focusing it was how to promote yourself. This is how you promote yourself. These are things you can do to set yourself apart. This is how you promote yourself. This is how it's going to be when you're in there. Yeah, but they didn't really sell you about the social side of it, which is you're pretty much going to be working all Saturday and Sunday, which is going to pretty much, that's the days everybody out. You're going to be over on like Monday, Wednesday. Ain't nobody out there. And if they out, you got to go to work. I mean, I mess with a lot of chicks, but they ain't gonna, they got a very thin line of like going to like 2-3 cookouts in a row, and like you don't show up. Yeah, they wanted to know where my boyfriend was. I felt embarrassed. Okay, yeah, this relationship over. They want to show you off. So cutting hair didn't really help that. Like the money was nice. You can do some things with it. You meet some people. You learn a lot of things. It's kind of chill. Working with your hands is a skill, but yeah, it's not all cookies the way they made it seem. Like it was just a normal job, working at CBS or something like that. Yeah, you kind of shut off. All them skill jobs, you kind of shut off from people. You get paid pretty good, but you got to be working all the time, and that makes you too unpredictable for people. So let me see. Let me cut this off real quick. No, my bad. I keep hitting the wrong button. My dumb butt. Best streamer ever. I think I directly said it. But now I'm in trouble. Let me go ahead and chug this thing while the rest of this video
And you also got to keep the cost. You got to be real conscious of the cost. So much marketing and fertilizers and additives to fertilizers and for big buds, and it's all absolute scientific nonsense. Each fertilizer is going to have 3 numbers on it: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. During the growth stage, they want higher nitrogen to promote green growth, potassium to promote the roots. When they get to the bud stage and the 12 and 12 on the lights, that middle number,
that's alarm noise.
That middle number makes flowers. It doesn't care who the manufacturer is. It's all exactly the same. This whole operation that you see right here, we may use $30 a month on fertilizer. Maybe. I don't even think we use that much. We also use a dosatron setup, giving them actually 100 parts per million. And that's something to watch. If you're using something like Mills and spending thousands, you can grow just as well, if not better, if you just follow the numbers on your fertilizer bags. The last thing to do will be cut the door.
Oh, damn,
we'll
I said that too.
More room for storage. I'll have room for a power cloner or 2 over here on the right. Wintertime, dehumidifier in each room. We have cold winters with high humidity. And so you got to keep that humidity down. Not so much in the bedroom, but in the bud rooms. Actually, the bedroom, they like a high humidity. 60 or 70 will actually help them, what I found anyway. So, hey, appreciate y'all stopping by again. Thanks for coming.
body count and yawn.
Well, should I add this to your body count?
Just finished another one. So we had 3. I came in cracked. Had my Yingling. Now I just had my 2 Paulinaise premium lager, but it's really a Hellas. I'll spare you. I'm still worthy. Bam, baby. Feeling pretty good. That was decent, man. And whether you want to incorporate what any of that dude said or not, I did learn quite a bit from what he said. I thought overall, in general, it was just some great information to hear, no matter what stage you're in. And I'm, in a way, pulled between 2 different worlds, I guess. The world of, like, what stuck to me is I've grown over, like, 50, 70 strains, something like that. 70 strains, I think. 80 strains. And in the course of doing that, there's also a side of me that is on the learn how to grow just one strain. Just learn the ins and outs of that one strain. So for me, I am on kind of this quest to just grow all the stuff that I wanted to smoke all the time. But then also like perfecting something. So I guess there's three hearts, not just 2, because I'm trying to grow my own strain. So on a quest to grow stuff that I always heard about, a quest to perfect strains and learn the ins and outs of them, and then grow my own all simultaneously. It made me crazy. But it makes it fun. And I guess that makes it something to document as well. We all over the place, and why not? Let's just be a nuisance grower instead of a nuisance streamer. Be all over the place. Start doing some live streams in the garden, actually. That's actually a good idea. We can go to, you know, say every time I'll show you the week before the plant. That's something I want to actually feel with the how's it growing. Show the plants out there the week before what it looked like, and then put that up on a little post with the new live stream while we harvesting the plants. While we're mending to the plants, while we're training them, defoliating, whatever happens, and kind of have some outdoor streams, some indoor streams, background, outdoor, in the garden, and see what goes on. I think that'd be pretty interesting. I just the trials and tribulations, try and be as transparent as we possibly can. Had a little bingo thing. We hit 2 of them already, man. I need to expand my lexicon of phrases and terms. But this is 12 of them. These are like 12 of things I normally say within the, 2-3 hours that I stream. And I got all, now that I'm actually aware of it now, this is the 3rd week I've incorporated this. We did it on the 300th episode of the Grow Variety Show. We did it on Sauced Up Sunday last week. And we did it this week. And now I'm actually conscious of the stuff that I normally say, so I gotta time it correctly with the beer, because I don't want to crack no beer and have to chug it on accident. I ain't prepared for all that. I'm still recovering from, I got drive lag. I've been trying to recover from coming back from North Carolina. I went there on Friday. I drove to my mom's house got there by 1 o'clock. We left by 3 o'clock to go to North Carolina. Ended up coming back, or stayed there, like checked in the hotel, stayed overnight, came back Sunday night, I think we ended up driving 5 p.m. I had to drive back another hour and a half, get home, then go to work at like 6 in the morning, get up for work at 6 in the morning. Didn't get up till 6:30. So I was like 15, 20 minutes late getting in there. But I don't think they actually noticed. Luckily, I don't have to like punch a clock when I go in there. So I was kind of safe, I hope. I hope nobody noticed. But they were sending people home early. They was giving people the option to go home. And they didn't give me that option. I basically was there till like 3:15, BS, and just trying to like make sure they wasn't gonna call me at the last minute at 3:25 or something for anything. So I held it as long as I felt was safe, which was they could only call me for 5 minutes, and I can just lie or fake it, be somewhere for 5 minutes, and since it's such a big building, and I'd still be okay. Or I was looking for somebody or talking to somebody looking for a pallet jack. I ain't see nobody because they sent half the warehouse home, so I'd have been safe. And I was like, damn, I said I was going to stream from 7 to 9. What was I thinking? I was thinking good vibes. I was thinking something good. Did the bingo thing. I was trying to be true to my word. I'm trying to be more authentic. I think I've lied a few times on live streams. I've tried to amend them or apologize or fix them, re-amend, but stay true overall. And old school grower, Durban Poison, old school genetics. Every sauced up Sunday and including some Mondays, grow your own. That's the thread of all of this. We're like 37. Thank everyone for being here. Live or recorded. Damn. Ain't that on the bingo crap? I can't see because of the chats in the way. I'm sorry. I got that on 2 separate things. That's all my fault. That's what I get. Oh, man. So now, okay, before I do that, let me go ahead and cue everything up. And let me cue up the body count and everything, because we about to go ahead and crush the rest of this beer and whatnot. Cue up the end on a good note and everything. I hope y'all, I stalled enough. We should be able to get everything set up, watch the video, react, laugh, enjoy ourselves, do our little closing, and I can throw everybody in kick to Keno Casino. Everybody on YouTube, I'm gonna see if Hypnotic's streaming. Hypnotic Live is going. Monday. What, not Sunday Night Hypnosis. Yeah, if Hypnotic Live is going on. Then Twitch, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's a great question. Rumble, great question. Hopefully Kerry Smith or something is going on. But I'm going to cue everything up, get you going. I had a great time. I enjoyed myself. I'm wasted, baby. I feel pretty damn good. The Colombian and the beers did it for me. I'm maintaining, but I definitely feel it. I was just 3 days straight of just going hard. And I didn't drink anymore, but we did all this damage on Saturday night. My cousin bought this. She got so twisted that she was like, yeah, you can just keep the bottle. Maker's Mark, and I never had any before, but it's really freaking good. It's something I would make. It reminds me of Jim Beam mixed with Jack Daniels. So I really enjoy it. It's very, very vanilla. Very vanilla, but extremely smooth, man. I was drinking much more to the proportion of chaser that I had, and usually that's not the case. So I've really enjoyed Jamaica's Mark. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate that into the show, which is what's the James Brown. I never saw anything live that I didn't think I could incorporate into my own show. So I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to figure out the freaking Discord because next week we're going to all be chatting. I'm going to try and throw this up on Discord simultaneously while we're doing all this other stuff so we can get the show going there. You can call in, it'll be a lot easier. Maybe that's what my problem is. I maybe need to just set up a show there simultaneously while I set up everything on Kick, run with YouTube stream, all that crap. What am I doing? Picking up the video. I'm bored. I can't think what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying not to bore y'all with all the crap I'm going to have to be doing while I chuck that big. And then it might come on my nose if I pick something funny, so why am I even doing that? Get on my face. All right, here we go. Bam. Yeah, I'm still working on the setup. I was here before. I forgot how it was. I need to revamp everything, get it more illustrated. I like the background a little bit, but I need to work on some more stuff. I definitely need to work on some more stuff. I need to crop the bingo so we can get that where we need it to be really tiny. We can put that up, have a beer man, and we can see more of the background a little bit better. Matter of fact, that's what we about to do right now. Oh, no, I can't do it right now. All right, well, what am I doing? Oh, picking the video. Fixing the video. Fixing the video. No, this ain't bad. Fixing the video is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get us into something funny so we can end on a good note, laugh, and that'll cue us up for the rest of our night, the rest of our week. Kind of the same way Soul Stuff Sunday does it, but we're going to do it on a Monday, and I appreciate it. I'm semi-coherent, not coherent, but I'm feeling it. I feel pretty good. I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you, Chad. I definitely got to drink a beer because that's 2 things in a row that I would be saying. We seen, what was this? So I moved everything over here. Okay, that's cool. That's probably not funny. That's probably not funny either. I think we saw that and that dude basically said something to me. I said something to me. What you call it? Copyright strike me. That's what happened. Okay. Try and get us through something we haven't seen. Alright, just pre-editing a little probably. We about to watch, that's all. I gotta think about like 5 different things. I'm dumb. Cause I was jamming to the music too on top of it. My dumb butt. And Mama's dumb butt was jamming. Okay. Okay, cool. So we got that all set up, everything, and it might even be better than I expected. Might even be even better than I expected. Oh man. I gotta go in after this stream. I gotta go in, and I'm sure the 2 cats are gonna jump on me. The dog's gonna bark. The 2 kids is going crazy because they on break from school. Gotta entertain my wife and be married and still get some sleep and get ready to go to work. So I'm definitely going to enjoy myself. I hope you enjoy yourself. I did enjoy myself. Let's chug this beer, and then we're going to go into ending on a good note and try and rate everybody, and yeah, y'all enjoy yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you. I need to smoke something while I'm chugging something. Sorry. It's hard for me not to do that. That's what I needed. That's what I wanted to do, the strikeout challenge. I got the maker's mark now, so I don't feel so bad about it. I don't really like vodka. I had these shots here. but I ain't really want to drink them. But to Maker's Mark, I'll do them. So I'm gonna do the strikeout challenge next Soul Stuff Sunday. That's what I'm gonna do. What the strikeout challenge is, first you take a shot. You take a bong hit right after that. Hold the bong hit in and finish the beer that you're drinking. Then you exhale the bong hit, which is a strikeout challenge. It's supposed to strike, knock you out. So we're going to try and do that early in the stream and then see how it goes from there. I'm going to have my videos queued up. Like every time I have a folder, I put all the videos in and I eliminate all the videos that we watch. So I'm going to make sure it's a condensed version of everything so I know exactly what to get, what we saw, and if I get brain malfunction. There we yow! Good God. Hurt. That burnt. But there we go, okay. Let me get my rhythm, get my airflow. Because as I say, it's like the iron claws on my stomach. I'm chugging on the beers. But I owe you definitely two. I thank the chat. And what the freak was the other one? Was it the best stream thing? I don't remember, but I know I owe you two. That's how wasted I am. Matter of fact, man, ain't got the body count change. That's how bad of a person I am. But luckily, the body count ain't going to, the visual's not going to change, which usually it does whenever I try and do something. So this is accurate. And actually, I'm going to leave it up there because, what am I trying to say? Okay, cool. I'm going to leave it up there for the fact when we chug this beer, we're going to be at body count 45, 26. I don't know that. I actually don't know it, but I like the rhythm that Mike Epps did and All About the Benjamins, and I actually like the way that Busta Rhymes freaked it and used that and incorporated that into a song. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the Iron Claw is the air from all the chugging of everything. There we go. I feel a little bit better. But here you go, just for you. Then we're going to go ahead into our video, and I'm sure everything going to be funny big at that point. There we go. That was real. That was good. Yeah, I like that portion of the background. Like this portion of the background. I'm still working on that portion of the background. Excuse me. There we go. Damn, that was a monster. Sorry about that. I didn't mean that on purpose. Sorry, Charlie Murphy. I was having too much fun. I was drinking too much beer. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and do this. That actually did help. That's what that was. That was what the I'm dancing from. That was what the Iron Claw was. Woo! Oh no. That's what it was, our fourth beer. I said it was something else besides thinking the chat. It was the fourth beer we cracked. Which I need to fix. Boom. Tied our record for the third time this season. And I definitely notice, I feel the power of working. The magic is real. And I feel pretty damn good about it. I feel good. I knew that I would now. I feel good. I knew that I would now. Mia. I really wish it would float in my hand. So I'm gonna use my bottle cap instead. I'm gonna go super primitive and old school. Before I was sophisticated. Damn. For the laughs. Here we go. Oh yeah, right there. Cause I couldn't figure out how to do it without this.
I got my marijuana license. Thank you very much.
Okay, I remember those days. Now it's rec legal.
Man, when potheads get
I felt
marijuana
good.
license, they act like they graduated from high school. Yeah!
In a way, that's how I felt, because I couldn't believe it.
I needed that marijuana license, man.
I couldn't believe it,
From a
man.
guy who was doing high
Honestly.
school. It sucked, man. Every day I wait for him behind the gate. I'm like, fuck, what the first bell or second bell? People think I'm a pervert. I'm like, what the fuck?
People think I'm a pervert.
I'm inside the school playing tetherball. I remember one time I couldn't pay him. I had to pretend I was his father for parent conference. Look how stupid I was. He was failing math. I asked him, hey, bro, are you sure I owe you $60? I'm failing math. Oh, man, my son busted me.
That was good as shit. That was a really, really good one.
We were walking, and there was marijuana smell. He said, Dad.
That was very creative, so I have to believe that that's true, but hold on. Are you sure I owe you $60 if you failing math? Yeah, you're right. You want me to impersonate your dad? Hold on. Why am I even doing this?
Yours smells better. I used to be a horrible person before being on TV, before anything. I used to sell marijuana to my son's mom's new husband. And then I would take that money and give it to her as child support.
We're blessed with pot angels. Cocaine, they got the devils. But we, the potheads, we have our angels. I was sitting at a stop sign.
A weed angel.
And cops
That's
pulled up,
right.
and trying to look around my nose, you know, to see if they're there. And then for some reason, I noticed that there wasn't a light. I'm just sitting there. So I jammed on the gas, and halfway through the intersection, I jammed on the gas, thinking, what if I was wrong?
We 4 beers in. Thank you, Tech, for coming on through. For the brew.
That's when
Cheers.
the pot angel took me out of the car and walked me around to the front of the car and opened the hood and made me look in like I had car trouble. Because when cops see you have car trouble, they don't want to have no part of you, boy. Get out of there.
Beautiful.
But I know pot is really good for you because my cat loves to get high.
Golf clap.
And cats are very, very fussy creatures, man. You know cats. They're like women. You know? Can't please them. My cat will cry to go outside, and I'll open the door, and he'll stand in the doorway and look outside like he's shopping. You know?
My cats do that.
Tell him, do you want to go out or in? What are you doing? And he'll give you that fuck off look that women give you. You know that? But I've been around animals all my life, and I can read their minds. Oh, you want out, don't you?
Yeah, let me raise you. Let me get this shit together.
The first time I got him stoned, I didn't mean to. I just didn't see him in the room. And I didn't realize he was stoned until I watched him walk off a table. And he didn't land on his feet, no. He took that one extra step.
Yeah, where we at?
Then he got hung up on one nail and he's hanging there. He's looking at me like, I'm okay.
Getting ready to redirect everybody.
Then he got cottonmouth or something because he tried to walk toward me, kept backing up, you know. Then he comes up to me and goes, I thought I was going deaf. Fuck, are you meowing?
Are you meowing? Oh,
then I realized he's fucked up. So I gave him a little kitty drug test. Yeah, I threw him at the curtains and he didn't stick. He's stoned, he's thinking, fuck, I'm flying, man. Now when I call him in from outside, I don't go kitty, 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 man. I just make it sound like a bong. He hears that sound, he'll come running 50 miles away, man.
Oh, shit.
Little tail in the air.
It's the noises for the cats. That's what it is, quite honestly. That's funny as crap to me. I think that's extremely funny. Yeah, any little noise, the cats will, you can see the ears perk up and they take off. That definitely happens to me up in the house. Oh, shit. Sorry about that ashtray that I had. Made in the 3rd grade, R3. That was Mrs. Ridge, 3rd grade. I'm 48 in June. The king of collecting. There we go. That was live. That was real. Burned through my nose even. Yeah. I can feel the power working. I feel the difference. I notice I'm super big. Drinking and smoking and laughing and enjoying myself most of the time. So thank you very much, everybody. You enjoy yourselves. Let's hope all of this works. I'm trying my best. You enjoy yourselves. You have a great rest of the week. Sorry about not being here on Sunday. Sorry about not being here on 420, but I figured y'all all had way better things to do to hang with me. But I felt I owed it to everybody to do the live stream that pretty much is done every week. You enjoy yourselves? Because I know I did. Another Sauced Up Sunday, which turned out to be Monday. We'll be doing another Sauced Up Sunday, 10 a.m. this Sunday. Pumping out the Durban Poison video. Pumping out some more videos. You enjoy yourself, working on the garden. Happy growing. Happy 420. Happy Easter. All that good stuff. Ow! Let's get him out of here.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Don't be such a square. Everybody who's anybody drinks.
Smoke perp to the haze, smoke haze to the cheese, smoke cheese to the kush, smoke kush to the sour diesel, and I ain't feeling anything. Chief, I smoke perp to the haze.
How are we supposed to follow that?
To the cheese, smoke cheese to the kush, kush to the side with these
My dog stepped on a bee.
and I ain't feeling Chief. I smoke perp to the haze, smoke haze to the cheese, smoke cheese to the kush, smoke kush to the side with these out, and I ain't feeling
Brutal Monkey is right. All the uploading takes hours.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
And now,
Impressive. Most impressive.